Goldstockhorn here, and in this video I'd like to share my thoughts on why the Ogres have been a disappointment to me and what changes I would like to see from them. When the Ogres were announced and marketed as a kind of mercenary faction, I was quite excited about the prospect of something new. However, I was disappointed when we ended up with another empire building semi-horde faction. The unique contract system we were promised was a complete letdown at launch, and even now it has almost no impact on campaigns. Contracts offer inconsistent rewards and don't scale well as the game progresses. They often feel like standard missions with slightly higher income attached. For instance, you're asked to occupy, sack or raise a specific settlement, and sometimes by the time you reach the target, the faction that issued the contract has already occupied it. This leaves you with the choice of attacking them to complete the contract and lose out on any diplomatic aspects to them, or simply ignore it altogether. The only contract I ever accept is the one that offers you a bonus to camp growth, as it is the only one that actually impacts your campaign. Ogre camps are poorly designed and don't offer anything novel. Camps function the same way as Black Ox, but are immobile, which makes little sense. This creates a disadvantage as you need to defend them constantly. And unlike Black Ox, if your camp gets destroyed, it's gone and you have to rebuild it all over again. Upgrading camps is expensive and keeping them garrisoned costs upkeep. Even though it reduces unit upkeep, it doesn't offset the cost of maintaining them. Black Ox function the exact same way, but you can use them to attack settlements and escape from pursuing armies. While ungarrisoned camps seem like a solution, the AI often targets them as easy pickings. This is why the mechanic doesn't feel well balanced. Not to mention the fact that garrisoned units in your camps barely replenish at all. This means that even if you do defend your camps, you would have to transfer the garrison units to a regular army in order for them to replenish. The technology tree feels unfinished, with technologies for units that can't be recruited in the early campaign placed at the very beginning, while some technologies at the end of the technology tree are underwhelming, while others are game-changing. Settlements rather than camps provide the main source of income, as camps also boost settlement income, making the Ogres playstyle similar to other expansionist factions. There are also minor issues with them, such as the inconsistency in big names and underwhelming Ogre unique traits. Tyrants meant to be formidable fighters and leaders fall short in both aspects, and the lack of access to a Stonehorn mount for them seems odd. My envisioned changes to the campaign mechanics would see the contract system revamped, so that you would be offered alliances every 10 to 20 turns. These alliances would offer a base income per turn dependent on the number of camps you have. Accepting a contract would lead to war with the faction's enemies, and you'd receive timed missions for additional income. Failing to complete missions in time would see you lose income from your contractor, while successfully completing them would give you a bonus. The contracts would function like a defensive alliance, where you would see your contractor join war if you get attacked, but they wouldn't join war if you were the aggressor. Camps should be movable like Black Ox, albeit with limited movement, or at the very least they should have a free upkeep garrison in them that would replenish properly. Territory expansions should be limited to the Ogre homeland, while capturing other territories would function the same as with the Warriors of Chaos. The primary income source should be contracts and fulfilling the demands of your contractors, all the while selling them territories at exorbitant costs. I think these changes could impact the Ogres in a way that shifts the emphasis away from empire building for wealth The ability to move camps would encourage more aggressive army play for missions, and not worrying about settlements being captured could alter the campaign's core focus. Instead of empire building, the main goal would be building up camps and the treasury. This could offer a unique faction experience and a more interesting gameplay approach. Traits, technologies, big names, and skills need revisions, as in their current state, they lack any meaningful impact. But these are my thoughts on how the ogres could be improved. Do you think they're fine as is, or would you too like to see them changed? Please share your thoughts in the comments. If you have enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching, and until next time.